think it's pretty self-explanatory, the diagram, but essentially there is a national backbone that's a set of undersea cables that are owned mostly by Reliance, Airtel and a few companies. So under the sea you have a set of cables going from India to the Middle East and to Singapore, which enables India to be connected to the internet.
Don't forget BSNL.
BSNL. Yeah, BSNL.
It's a consortium actually, they own these cables.
Tata, Airtel, Reliance. So that's the national backbone. With the national backbone, you have you are able to have ISPs in the country, which then have ISPs in each city. When you connect into the internet, there is some kind of mechanism, either a cable or a phone line or a DSL line, which is connecting your computer to the local ISP server, which in turn is connecting to the regional network, which in turn is connecting through the national backbone. I mean, so when you're sending an email to a person in the same room, the mail is actually going to US, coming back. So, and you expect it to come instantly. I haven't to receive a mail yet, but actually it's traveling a lot of distance, and you just never feel that. Now, each of these tools is for a different purpose, and I will be actually trying to get you guys to mimic the hierarchies in your institutions in terms of how the decisions are taken to negotiate how you arrange these websites when you install these and try to make some simple website. Okay. So I'll just quickly explain what each of these are and what are we using today. WordPress is a content management system which was started as a blogging engine. So that was its sole purpose. A blog is a chronological display of information. So it's a web blog, it's a diary. It was started as a blogging tool, but then people felt it was getting very good, and there was a space on the market for a simple to use CMS, so they just took it over. And now it's actually one of the most recommended engines to use, because you can 90% requirements can be met with WordPress.
So how do we go about this?
Yeah, so WordPress, I've set up a WordPress installation for everyone here.
Okay.
So you can all log in and play with it. Now, Last.fm is not a software, it's a platform. It's actually a commercial platform. And why I'm bringing it here is it's a social music platform that tracks first which kind of music you like, to then further generate a custom radio station just for you. So that radio station will just play the music that you like. So
it's become by subscription now.
Yeah, it's not free anymore, it's commercial. But the interesting part of that is it allows artists to upload their own tracks. So what I was hoping is one exercise which some people find it interesting is if you can engage with local communities and upload some local content onto Last.fm. Because it's got a very good model. The more people listen to the music that you upload, the more they'll get paid, simply. So the artists will get paid. So and how do people discover your music? There is also a very good logic for that. Your tracks are being tagged. So for example, if you're putting in some Rabindra Sangeet, you'll say Bengali, folk music, whatever, Rabindranath Tagore. And when somebody is listening to somebody else's Rabindra Sangeet, your music will also pop up. Okay, this is similar to that, why don't you listen to this also? So people who wrongly tag the things as pop to become popular will get banned. I mean, eventually they'll get deleted. But so it's good to accurately tag your track so that more people happen to like it. Because what I do is I'll just put in I'll put a psychedelic folk radio, and it will play lots of music, and I'll discover artists on that, and then go to Pirate Bay and download those. But it's a good thing for discovering. So you have to do both. You have to upload them here and then upload them to Pirate Bay. So people can discover your artists.
Sorry, Pirate Bay.
Pirate Bay. So that's a leading BitTorrent tracker that everyone downloads pirated stuff from.
Not even pirated, but
yeah, all kinds of
free
distributed.
download from Pirate Bay.
Yeah, it's faster to download it from there. But the idea is then you're getting your artist paid also, and you're still making your content available to people who just want to listen to it.
So every artist would need to register here?
No, you can register as a label. So as a radio station, you can register, upload a lot of local content.
So you're like a representative for
Yeah.
a group of artists?
Yeah, and you can tag all of it, create pages for them, put in their biographies, photographs and all of that, let people know them. And once they discover that their music, and if they get played, let's say 1,000 times a month, they keep generating royalties. And once they generate more than $5 in royalties, they'll pay. Other tools. Now, there's DocuWiki. DocuWiki is also CMS. The difference is, unlike WordPress, you don't need a database. And it's as simple to use as you upload to a folder and you start using it. So for people who really have limited resources in terms of their server and all that, or technical knowledge, it's very simple to start off with DocuWiki.
What's the difference between WordPress and DocuWiki?
Yeah, so you don't need a database. So for WordPress to run, you need three things. You need an Apache server, you need a database, and you sometimes, it's good to have a Linux server, but otherwise you at least need PHP installed on it. But for DocuWiki, you just need any Apache server with PHP, it will just run it. You don't need a database. That makes it faster, and that also makes it easier to install. Then there is something called Omeka, which is an archiving software which was created for museums and local research institutes to create online archives of different kinds of content. So audio, visual, text. And if you go to the website, if you go to Omeka's website, you'll see that it's being used to create living archives, which means archives that grow over time. So let's say you want to make a website, an archive of poetry written by people born in 1969. So others who discover that actually I write poetry and I was born in 1969, they can come and contribute their poetry to the archive as they discover the site.
So, sorry, one question on this, Omeka. So does it have a cataloging system on its own?
Yeah, it has a very robust cataloging system, and differentiating it from other archiving software like DSpace is that those systems are made for libraries. So they were made for offline archives, putting them online. Well, Omeka was made thinking of only online archives. Then there is OpenTape, which is something I just like to play with. It's a way for you to make playlists. So have a mix of tracks like we used to do back then when we had double cassette recorders and put different songs on a cassette and give it to friends. So you can put tracks together and send it to friends. So basically people can listen to your favorite bedtime songs and go to sleep.
What are you sending to friends and a link?
No, yeah, you can send them a link or you can embed the playlist on your website and you're sharing a mix. It's a quick way of sharing a mix.
It's empty playlist?
I'm not sure if it creates a playlist for it. It actually creates a playlist for being played on the website.
Not with the ripped audio. Not with the ripped audio.
You upload MP3 tracks. You upload MP3 tracks, you don't share playlists of tracks offline. You upload them there.
Right.
And then there is Google Sites, which is the simplest to use amongst all of these. So if without a server, if we just want to start right now with a decent looking website, you can start with Google Sites. It's cloud computing and it's everything Stallman considers evil, but it's there.
I don't understand this.
No, I mean, see, it's, the advantage of using WordPress and DocuWiki is your data is still yours. You have it stored on your server. On Google Sites, it's on somebody else's server.
Google server.
Yeah, it's on Google server, it's on a data farm out there, floating around in a cloud. It's still yours, you have a username and password, but it's not yours because it's owned by, those servers are owned by Google. They can suddenly say that we want to stop Google Sites and plug it out, and your site is gone. But that will never happen for a long time. Till the third world war. So what could these things be used for? Like Ram was saying, audio, video, text. You can have local community, e-commerce marketplaces. You can have traditional knowledge wikis, feedback, archives, extended non-on-air coverage. So let's say you don't have enough broadcast time to put everything you create on air. So you can make it available there and simulcasting.